in the game. Help kids play it safe.
I'm here with Kevin Gilmore, owner of Soccer City. What's going on with all this Nike stuff, Kevin?
Well, it's interesting. Nike came to us before we even opened and wanted to establish a partnership with us, both in terms of the retail, but also in terms of the soccer activity that was going on there, because soccer is a big focus of Nike in a World Cup year and beyond. So very early on, we started discussions with them, both in terms of redoing our retail location and being an exclusive Nike store, but also in terms of putting together an event in connection with the World Cup that would invite the best under 16 and under 19 players in the Southern California area.
Tell me a little bit about the excitement of the kids watching the guys on the big screen that you have here. How many dreamers do you see?
It's amazing because you see a lot of kids that come in here, and whether it's World Cup related or not, you see kids that have come here over the past 6 months that have truly developed a whole new confidence about the way they play soccer because they're playing futsal.
I know that your partner's English, and he's heartbroken about the fact that England had a draw with the United States. Go USA. You're Canadian, you like hockey. Who are you going for in this World Cup?
I'm going for the U.S. My kids are American. I've been here for 20 years, so go U.S.
That's right. We'll have to see what Paul says about the draw. But first, we go out to Sports Desk reporter Josephine Lee, who's out at one of the best restaurants in Torrance to catch all of the World Cup games.
How you doing, Sports Desk? This is Josephine Lee reporting from By Brazil restaurant in Old Town Torrance. Great food, great atmosphere, but the best part, you can catch all the World Cup games right here, like the one going on behind me. Who are you guys rooting for?
Brazil!
And speaking of Torrance, the Tartars had a great year. We'll have Brandon Ortega break it down for you.
The 2009-2010 season was another jam-packed year for Torrance athletics. The fall sports season was once again highlighted by the girls golf team. This year, the Lady Tartars won their third straight state championship. Senior Jenny Shin led the Lady Tartars to their fourth state title in 5 years. Shin captured the state individual title with a 1-under-71 in her final round. Torrance is primed to make another deep run next year. They returned 6 of their top 8 golfers from this past season. In cross country, the Tartars girls squad finished second at the end of the year at the Pioneer League Finals. The boys team managed a respectable third place finish at League Finals, led by Anthony Lewis. Both teams will aim higher next year, with several runners returning next fall. The football squad had a down year, to say the least. They'll return a large core of players that gained valuable experience from this year. Head coach Rock Hollis and his team are working hard already this spring to improve on a 2-8 finish they had this season. The girls volleyball team also finished the year in disappointing fashion. They'll lose 6 of their 10 players to graduation, including captain Katie Judd. Summer Gravette, Brittany Kwan, Lindsay Thompson, and Tori Takada all return from this year's team for head coach Nathan Jones next fall. The girls' basketball squad advanced into CIF but fell short in the first round, losing to Inglewood. They lose only 3 players this year to graduation and return the rest of their veteran group that will raise their expectations in 2011. Girls' soccer advanced to CIF but were cut short in the first round by Lakeside High School. Both goalkeepers for the Tartars, Emily Pryor and Shane Alvarez, return next year, along with a large core of their now heavily experienced team. Girls water polo had one of their best seasons in school history. The Tartars reached CIF but lost to Alta Loma for an early exit in the first round. It was a record-breaking season for the Tartars, and despite the disappointing season finale, Christy Wan, Yumi Gibson, and all of the Tartars seniors have now set the bar high for all future Torrance water polo teams. Moving on to boys athletics, boys basketball coach George Tachabana is looking to get ahead for next season already. This past season, the Tartars fell apart during league play due to what coach calls a lack of team chemistry. Tachabana will lean to his returners next year to set the tone for his team both on and off the court. Boys soccer, like basketball, fell short of some high expectations. They'll return some key players who gained some good experience this past season and aim high to get back to CIF in 2011. In the spring season, the baseball team made it back to their second straight CIF title game. This season, the boys made it to the finals with a nice blend of senior leadership and great play from their sophomores and juniors. Baseball season ended harshly, losing 9-0 to Palm Desert in the CIF finals. Next year, Torrance returns all-area stars Trent Gilbert, Rafael Ramirez, and Tyrone Taylor for a shot at a third straight CIF Finals appearance. All year long, senior shortstop Angelo Gums dealt with so many questions about the possibility of being taken in this year's Major League Baseball draft. Gums did not let the pressure get to him this season as he had himself a fantastic senior season. After Torrance fell short in the CIF Finals, Angelo would now turn his attention to the draft. The reality of being drafted came true on June 8th as the New York Yankees selected Angelo in the second round with their second pick of the draft. Gums must now choose between signing with the Yankees or remain playing in college for the next 3 years. Tartars softball had a fantastic year by most people's standards. However, Coach Don Glavage and his girls fell short of sky-high expectations they set at the beginning of the year. After blazing past the first 3 rounds of CIF, they lost to eventual champion Santa Monica in the semifinals. Senior pitcher Lauren DeCastro was named Daily Breeze Player of the Year, while Coach Glavage took home Coach of the Year honors. The boys' tennis team improved their record from last year. They ended this season above 500 but failed to make the CIF playoffs. Coach David Fry is confident his team will improve even more in 2011. Finally, and certainly not least, the Tartar swimming program had an historic season of their own. Torrance captured another CIF championship this spring, led by senior phenom Vladimir Morozov. The future USC Trojan made an even bigger splash at the CIF Masters meet. In a span of just 4 days, Vladimir set not 1, but 2 national high school records in the 50 and 100 meter free. Morozov capped off a brilliant high school career and will now take his skills to USC. Vladimir is also expected to compete for a spot on the Olympic team for the upcoming 2012 Olympic Games in London. The play of this year's Tartars should give us plenty of indication that the future is brighter than ever for Torrance athletics. Reporting for the Sports Desk, I'm Brandon Ortega. Several Torrance athletes like Vladimir Morozov and Lauren DeCastro will now go on to compete at the college level. Congratulations to all the Torrance athletes. Now we're going to wrap it up and send it over to Josephine Lee, who is at the By Brazil restaurant in Old Torrance.
I'm here with Stefano Kang, the owner of By Brazil. Does it always get this crazy over here?
Especially when Brazil is playing in the World Cup, yes.
And the food smells incredible. What's the secret?
There is no secret. It's Brazilian barbecue. It's getting quite popular here in Southern California. By Brazil has been the very first Brazilian barbecue place here in Los Angeles since 1991.
Wow. So what can you tell me about the World Cup and how crazy this restaurant gets?
Well, as you might know, Brazilians are very fanatics when it comes to soccer. So whenever Brazil plays, you know, there's a lot of Brazilians and non-Brazilians coming over to watch the soccer with us.
Do you eat your own food?
Every day.
Get sick of it?
Not really. Well, every now and then you got to change it, but on a daily basis I have dinner and lunch here.
So you watch a lot of soccer. Who else are you rooting for other than Brazil?
I have to root for the United States and Koreans.
There you go. Well, thanks a lot. Back to you, Bonnie.
I'm here with Paul Higgins, one of the co-owners of Soccer City. Paul, you've got Nike involved. How do you think about what's going on with this?
Nike are all about futsal, like this. We're all about futsal. So we become partners, and we're very strong together because they know what they're doing, we know what we're doing. And they're the leaders in futsal right now. So it's a good partnership.
It is a good partnership. And actually right now they have the Nike Cup going on, and there's a string right hanging in the middle of us. It's for Lace Up for Lives. What's that about?
It's all about Africa. It's all about helping Africa. A lot of donations. Nike's really pushing to help the people in Africa with AIDS. So a lot of money goes out there from this. So it's a good thing.
A lot of money and a lot of good times for all the athletes here involved. You get a chance to be in a commercial with Clint Dempsey, Kobe Bryant, all the stars of the Nike campaign. Paul, tell me, what do you think about England in the World Cup right now?
That's easy to answer.
Coming up after the break, there's a volleyball player from North that kept up the Saxons' energy and was determined to keep playing after high school.